Trader Joe's knows almost nothing about its customers. No app tracks what they browse. No loyalty card records what they buy. No delivery service watches where they live. That should make the company weaker. Instead, its stores generate some of the strongest sales per square foot in American grocery retail. The reason is not technology. It is discipline. Trader Joe's built a powerful business by refusing many things every modern retailer now treats as essential. Most grocery chains want more products, more data, more promotions, and more ways to reach you. Trader Joe's chose the opposite. It sells fewer products, collects less information, and removes many decisions before shoppers enter the store. That sounds limiting. For Trader Joe's, those limits became the business model. In the 1950s, Joe Coulombe operated a small California convenience store chain called Pronto Markets. The business faced a problem that small retailers still understand today. It could not beat larger supermarkets on price, space, or selection. Those competitors had more buying power and far larger stores. Trying to copy them would have produced a weaker version of the same model. Coulombe took another path. In 1967, he reshaped the company around a smaller, more selective grocery experience. The stores would not try to carry everything. Buyers would choose a limited number of products they believed customers would trust. The format stayed compact, usually far smaller than a conventional supermarket. That decision looked modest at first. Over time, it created an unusually productive retail machine. A typical American supermarket may carry tens of thousands of products. Trader Joe's carries only a fraction of that number. That difference changes almost every part of the business. Fewer products mean fewer supplier relationships to manage. They mean fewer price changes, fewer shelf decisions, and less inventory spread across slow-moving items. Employees can learn the store more easily. Customers can move through it without comparing 12 versions of the same basic product. The chain also relies heavily on private label goods. Instead of filling shelves with national brands, it sells products under its own store identity. That gives Trader Joe's more control over pricing, packaging, and product selection. It also makes direct comparison harder. A shopper cannot always check the same item at another supermarket. That reduces price competition at the product level. It also shifts attention from individual brands toward trust in the store itself. The store becomes the brand. That is one reason Trader Joe's can operate without many familiar promotional systems. There are no traditional loyalty points to collect. There is no large coupon machine pushing shoppers toward specific products. There is no app constantly changing what each customer sees. Most prices are simply presented as the price. This makes the store feel old-fashioned. It also removes several layers of complexity. Every digital program requires maintenance, analysis, customer support, and constant adjustment. A loyalty system needs offers. Offers need rules. Rules need software. Software needs teams. Trader Joe's avoids much of that chain by refusing to build it in the first place. The same logic appears at checkout. Many grocery chains invested heavily in self-checkout. Trader Joe's kept staff registers. That choice looks less efficient if labor is the only number being measured. But the company is measuring something broader. Employees do not only scan products. They restock shelves, answer questions, recommend items, and reinforce the store's personality. The labor supports the entire customer experience. Removing the cashier might save minutes on payroll. It could also weaken the trust that makes a curated store work. Trader Joe's makes another unusual choice. It does not offer a large delivery operation. That means it gives up a channel competitors consider essential. It also avoids the cost of picking orders, handling substitutions, managing drivers, and fixing delivery problems. The company accepts fewer ways to shop because each added option creates another system to run. This is the central idea behind the business. Trader Joe's does not use technology to simplify a complicated store. It simplifies a store until much of the technology is unnecessary. That difference matters because grocery retail is a low-margin business. Small layers of complexity can quietly consume the profit on each basket. A new app may sound like progress. A delivery network may sound like convenience. A larger assortment may sound like better service. Each one also adds costs, exceptions, and decisions. Trader Joe's keeps asking a harder question. Does a customer truly need this? Its strongest numbers suggest that many customers prefer the answer to be no. Industry estimates have placed Trader Joe's sales per square foot far above the typical supermarket. The exact figure is uncertain because the company is private. The direction, however, is difficult to ignore. Its small stores produce unusually high sales from limited space. That is the real advantage of curation. Imagine two stores with the same floor area. One spreads demand across 40,000 products. The other concentrates demand across roughly 4,000. The second store can sell more units of each successful item. It can turn inventory faster. It can give valuable shelf space only to products that earn it. That makes the small footprint more productive. It also gives buyers a powerful role. A poor product cannot hide inside an enormous catalog. When selection is narrow, every item carries more responsibility. One familiar example is the chain's long-running banana price. Trader Joe's sold bananas at 19 cents each for decades. The price became memorable because it barely moved while many grocery prices change around it. That does not mean every product is protected forever. It shows how the company uses simple, recognizable prices to strengthen trust. The customer remembers the store as predictable. That feeling can matter more than a complicated reward system. There is another reason Trader Joe's can resist short-term pressure. The company does not publish detailed financial results. It is privately owned by a branch of the family associated with Aldi Nord. The two businesses operate separately, but the ownership structure matters. Trader Joe's does not face public shareholders demanding a new growth story every quarter. It does not need to announce an app because competitors have one. It does not need to chase every new retail metric to satisfy the market. Private ownership gives management more room to preserve a model that may look outdated from the outside. This is the twist many shoppers never see. The store feels informal and local. Behind it sits a private ownership structure with the patience to keep the format narrow. That patience is difficult to copy. A larger public chain can reduce products. It can add chalkboard signs. It can remove self-checkout machines. Those changes would not recreate the same business. Trader Joe's spent decades teaching customers that limited choice was a benefit. Without that trust, fewer products can feel like a weaker store. With that trust, fewer products feel like someone already did the work for you. That is why the model is harder to copy than it looks. The visible parts are simple. The invisible part is a relationship between the store and the shopper. In the best case, curation saves customers time and gives every product more attention. In the realistic case, that trust takes years to build and can disappear quickly if product quality slips. The model also limits how fast a chain can expand. A store based on judgment cannot scale exactly like a warehouse based on logistics. Buyers must keep choosing well. Employees must protect the experience. Customers must continue believing that less selection means better selection. Trader Joe's accepted those limits. Then it turned them into an advantage. Every major grocery chain spent years adding apps, delivery systems, loyalty programs, and larger assortments. Trader Joe's won by asking what could be removed. It bet that shoppers were exhausted by choice, not hungry for more of it. Sometimes the smartest business does not add another feature. It decides what never needed to exist.